I grew up in North Pennsylvania, a small town called Wellsboro, surrounded by state game land and silence. Every November, the woods would come alive. Hunting season. Back then, the schools even closed on opening day. That's how serious it was. I started hunting when I was 12, but by 23, I preferred to go alone. It was late archery season, November 2021. A light dusting of snow, perfect for tracking. The land I hunted was private, 70 acres of thick woods, an old logging trail, and a cabin, long abandoned, roof caving in. I've been there before. No one else ever was. That morning I arrived at 5:15, pitch black. No sound except my boots in the snow. But before I even reached my tree stand, I felt it. That crawling feeling, like eyes, watching. I climbed up, 20 feet high, and waited for dawn. When the sun rose, I saw it. Another tree stand, about 60 yards away. Old, rusted. It hadn't been there last weekend. I knew it hadn't. Then I noticed one set of footprints, leading from deep in the woods straight to the base of that stand. No others, no return trail. Hours passed, then movement. At first I thought, deer. But no, a man, standing behind a tree, gray hoodie, dark pants, not a hunter. Still as stone, looking right at me. Then, slowly, he raised his hand and waved. Not friendly, just wrong. I waved back, unsure. He stepped behind the tree. I waited. He never came out. When I checked later, there were no new tracks, just that same single line of footprints, ending beneath the ladder stand. I looked up, empty, seat covered in undisturbed snow. Something wasn't right. On my way back, I started noticing things. Bits of orange hunting vest material, tied to branches, every few yards, marking something, or someone. I thought about leaving. I should have. At noon, I went back to the truck, ate, warmed up, still, felt eyes from the tree line. But I went back in, around 2. An hour before sunset, I heard footsteps, behind me. Slow, heavy, not an animal. I turned. He was there, 30 yards away. Same man, pale face, patchy beard, smiling, holding something. At first, I thought it was a stick. It wasn't. A screwdriver. He said nothing, just stared and smiled. Then he turned and disappeared into the trees. I should have left, but I didn't. When the sun dropped, I climbed down, headed back fast, and that's when I saw them. Orange flags again, but now tied to sticks pushed into the snow, with things hanging from them. A squirrel, a rabbit, a crow, each wired by the legs, circles drawn in the snow beneath them, markers, warnings, or something worse. I moved faster and stopped cold. There, leaning against a tree, was my backpack, the one I'd left up in my stand, unzipped, everything laid out neatly in the snow. Knife, flashlight, arrows. Someone had been through it. Someone had been in my tree stand. I ran for my truck. Driver's door was open. I know I locked it. Nothing stolen, but my registration was sitting neatly on the passenger seat. I got in, locked the doors, started the engine, looked in the rearview mirror. He was there, at the edge of the trees, smiling, raised his hand, not to wave, dragged his finger slowly across his throat. I tore out of there, never looked back. Later, the property owner said no one else should have been out there, but the game wardens found something. A shelter, deep in the woods, filled with bones and stolen hunting gear. I never went back, and I don't hunt alone anymore.